How to keep the spark in a romantic relationship. When we are in a relationship, we tend to, as the time goes by, start worrying about fixing fights, preventing being run over by our significant other. So we start getting trapped in this, and we start to forget the good things. We start to forget being interested or wanting to do fun things together, do the things that we were interested in when we started the relationship. So today we're gonna talk about this because I want you to remember these things. I want you to remember why this relationship is worth it for you and for your significant other. So, what will we do? To keep the spark going in our romantic relationship, we have to do two things. The first thing is about love, caring, and living in harmony together. For this, you have to communicate. You have to start to understand each other, both of you. So, you have to communicate to your significant other your needs and your feelings. You need her to listen to you, to try to understand your side of things, and to be willing to take measures to make your experience be better in this relationship. And all of this must be true the other way around. Your significant other has to communicate you her feelings, her needs, and you have to listen to her. You have to be willing to try to understand her and take measures to make her experience in the relationship with you be better. Once you start doing this, your relationship starts being more loving and more caring because both of you are showing that you are interested in the wellness of the other one and in his or her satisfaction within the relationship. So this communication includes showing your love to her, and it includes her showing her love towards you. But this is not enough. If you master this, you have something similar to a very good friendship. And this is not what we want. This is not what she wants either, but she might not be conscious that she doesn't want this. If this starts to happen, if you do only this and you leave aside the second thing you have to do, that we will talk about later, you will start to feel a great frustration because you will start feeling that you are with a friend and not with a girlfriend or a wife. She, on the other hand, most probably will be content with how things are, but deep inside, in her unconscious, she will start losing interest in you because there is something else missing, and she, even not being conscious about it, misses it because she needs that in her significant other. She is feeling this is a friendship, just like you, maybe unconsciously in her case. So what is this second thing? The second thing is attraction. You have to worry about trying to attract her, and she, on her side, has to do the same. In long relationships, we tend to leave this aside. It is very common that we get the girl we want, and then we leave aside all those things that we did to actually get her. On the side of women, this is common too. She leaves aside those things that made you attracted to her because she takes this for granted. That difficulty was surpassed, and both of you, to a certain extent, have abandoned doing the effort of attracting the other one because it feels like you have surpassed this difficulty. Because in the beginning, it is an obstacle that we have to overcome. I like this girl. I have to get her to like me. Once you get that result, it is done. And we intend to see that as a victory that is part of the past, and that we do not have to do anything about it anymore. Now we have to start worrying about the day by day with her. But this is not good. If you do not feel attracted to your significant other, you don't want to be there. You want to be with another person. You want to look to the side. You start getting bored. She lives through the same. So you have to worry about keep on attracting her. How to do this? Just do the same things you did at the beginning, where you were starting to know each other. There were things you did to get her attention, to get her attracted to you. Start doing those same things again. She is the same person and you are the same person. It is not necessary that you change or start doing some new things that she hasn't seen in you to get her attention again. She liked you back then because of certain things you did back then, and she liked that. She still likes those things. She hasn't changed her likes and dislikes. She might change a little bit, some likes here and some dislikes there, but in general, we tend to keep on liking the same things and keep on disliking the same things. When you are bored of your significant other, you start looking the other way, looking for that same things that you saw in her, in your significant other at the beginning and that you are not seeing now. It is the same for her. Start doing again those things that you did in the past that she liked, and she will like them again. She will start seeing again that man that she saw when she was first starting to get to know you. Ask of her to do the same. If you are watching this video, you have to inform her about these things. It is okay to talk about this. Tell her what you want to do with this. Tell her that you want to be attractive to each other as if you were just getting to know each other, as it was at first, beginning the relationship. Ask her if she wants the same. She will most probably say that she wants that too. So tell her you want her to do those things that attract you, to start doing them again. Do not tell her what you will do. You can surprise her with this. And in the first place, do not tell her what you want her to do. And when she starts doing some things, you can watch if those things are what you had in mind or not. If they are not, then you can tell her, you know, these things you are doing are not working for me. They are not what I felt attracted to in the beginning. And then you can tell her some examples of what you liked about her, what kind of gestures or whatever she did were the things that made you attracted to her, made you interested in her. The ideal here is to talk as little as possible about these things, because not talking about this can keep some kind of magic between you, something that is not said in words. But if this fails, it is better to talk about it explicitly. Just tell her what you liked and hear from her what she liked if she is feeling that you are trying to do things that she is not that interested in. On top of these two things, there is something else that you should be aware of. Be very careful of keeping certain taboos with each other. With taboos, I'm referring to things that are maybe gross or similar, and that you should not share, or at least so much, with each other. For example, if you're having some kind of digestive problems, try to leave her out of this matter. Do not tell her about this, just go through your process and leave her out of it. She should do the same. There are other things, maybe being in underwear with socks. That doesn't look so good. Even if women are not that much attracted to the physicality of you, it is something that you would see in a comedy. It is not something you would see in a perfume advertisement, for example. You know what looks attractive and what not. Of course, you want to avoid those things that look completely unattractive, and you want her to avoid them too. She must be on the same boat. She must do these things herself too. If you do these two things and are aware of avoiding this little third thing that I said, you will be able to have a long-lasting relationship in which both of you feel loved by the other one, feel cared for, feel listened to, and feel attracted to. You can have a lasting relationship that feels like the fourth month permanently. I say the fourth month and not before that because there is something in the first month that is just irreplaceable, and it's mainly the novelty of what's going on. That, of course, will never return, but it is impossible if you want a long-term relationship, and there are much more valuable things in a long-term relationship. And if you start remembering, that fourth month was really awesome. In that fourth month, you were having some pretty good intimacy. I'm sure that much better than what you're feeling you're getting now. You can get back to that. It can be permanent if you do these efforts and you are both on the same boat and communicate to each other what each one of you needs from the other one. If you liked this video, like and subscribe. See you next time.